Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set, 390. Mike 54. And give me straight. I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, ready.
On 1st and 10, Rivers got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rivers, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Still churning. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Now it's Gurley.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Black 80. Check 53. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to block it.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A pass complete here to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Black 20.
First and 10 at the 33.
Jack 16.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December, more football. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Block 80! 53. Here we go. Patrick, take both of them.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. Block time. Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Giants 7, Jets 3.
Blue 30. 55. Hey, eat. Man out.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So they covered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 21-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Rivers on the money, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal.
What we got? Watch it. Wait, 89.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 8, exit. 53.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's good for Jets.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down carry for Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Roethlisberger. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's another Jets
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Round 80, left. Exit.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And last time, one play interception. So this offense now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
At their own 32-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. It's complete to Fuller. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive line?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Copeland able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's got Fuller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They don't keep playing Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Cook. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it 24-13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Easy.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Pass complete here to Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On first down, Barkley, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fielded about a yard deep. Left side. Touchdown, Giants. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run on first down. Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
to go load it. Load it. Get the ball. 180.
Rivers here to throw. And Diggs has it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gurley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 180. 12. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Rivers to throw. And able to find Conley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Conley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down now, Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Shreds the tackle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
180.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.